scared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna go if I saw Gary.
I was the first person he met when he came to the show. It was on his audition, actually. And I fancied him back then. Jesus Christ. Hi, I'm Stephanie Waring, and today we are going to be looking back at some of Cindy's biggest and most memorable moments. So, let's get into it.
Come on, Andy. Andy, please pick up the phone.
Tony? Oh, all right, mate. Hi. Fancy a drink? Oh, come on. I've got 20 beer tokens here with your name on them, Tone. Sorry, mate, I can't. Believe me, there's nothing more I'd like than spend the afternoon in a pub, but I've got Tess and Barbie waiting. 2 more turkeys. That rough, huh? No, I've got 2 more turkeys to eat. And I'm on a strict schedule and I'm running late, so, sorry, mate.
Don't suppose Lewis is about?
Nah.
Baby Steph. Oh, it's quite surreal actually, because I've not seen that for, gosh, over 20 years. First baby to be born in Hollyoaks. I remember the executive producer of the show at the time, Jo Hallows, directed that, and I remember being so nervous because she was the boss. She always used to make me sweat a little bit. So I remember just wanting to do a good job, and you know, having never been pregnant in real life at the ripe old age of 18, I remember thinking, oh, how do I, you know, give birth? And yeah, that's just, yeah, it's really lovely to watch. It was the first time I'd as an actor on the show had been given such a gift of a storyline. Originally I was kind of the annoying sibling to, you know, Jude and Dawn, the little sister. And then, Jo Hallows gave me the opportunity to, carry this private pregnancy, so to speak. Cindy kept Holly, a secret. And I just really wanted the birth to, do it justice, really. And I think it's one of the most memorable ones, storylines, I think, for the audience back then as well. I just feel I do feel quite emotional actually, because it just goes to show how long the character stood the test of time. and to watch how far I've come, but I suppose there is a lot more to see now of how far she's come. But yeah, Cindy was only 16 then. Yeah, I'm nearly 50 now, this is just ridiculous. I know, yeah. So I actually got the role the same day that I auditioned, and it was back when mobile phones were a thing. I just didn't have one. And I remember being here around midday. I was the last girl to go in. I messed up my lines a little bit as well, and I got the train back to Manchester, did some window shopping, and I got home and it was 6:05, and my agency shut at 6, and it was a Friday, and the answer machine was flashing, and it was my agent saying, "Can you call me straight away?" And luckily he was still there, and He said, how do you feel about playing Cindy Cunningham for the foreseeable future? And I was just like, it was my second job as an actor, and yeah, it was everything I'd ever dreamed.
All right, keep your knickers on.
Cindy and Darren.
How did you know it was me?
Look at the hair.
Cindy.
Well, I waited long enough for you to come to me, so I swallowed my pride.
What a minx.
Ugh, clearly, so have you.
What?
I've still got that coat.
You being back.
I wish. Talk about one extreme to another. It's good to see that some things stay the same. So, you gonna get me a drink then, or what? In a clean glass.
Yeah, I'll get you a drink.
She's not changed.
Oh, spoil sport. If I'm gonna be stuck back in this village, the least you can do is be half dressed the whole time.
Are you drunk?
What? No, I just think life's too short to be beating around the bush about things. After suffering my loss.
Yeah, about that.
Devastated. Almost inconsolable I was. 1 minute, the love of my life is stepping into his sallow pets, and then the next, it's gone.
Don't really remember this.
So what, you just disappeared?
Oh, the worst was the not knowing. I was in the middle of a fondue when the ski police came knocking with his bobble hat.
And what about Holly? How did she take it?
Oh, all right, I think.
You think?
Well, I sent her an email about it. She's in boarding school now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Holly's getting the best education my money can buy. She'll be head girl before you know it. Oh, she's grown up so fast.
Rewind a sec. You said your money.
Well, I suppose it's a small consolation for the pit of despair I'm in. And at least it's lined with silk.
So you got the lot?
Well, you read the prenup. And here's you, a poor student.
Yeah.
So, what else have I missed? Marriages, births?
Steph.
What?
Look.
Oh, this is where she finds out about Steph.
Steph.
Please.
Oh, did I know?
I think there's something you should watch.
That's Cindy. Like, you know, the dialed up, you know, it's kind of like who she is now. Like, I don't, you know, now I'm back again. It's that whole, it's like I think she's better than everyone else. I don't know, this, you know, When I came back, when I put on one of Cindy's clothes, it was that pop of the hip and the hand and the handbag and the, I don't know, it's just, yeah. It's one of the characteristics that I really like pulling out. I used to love working with Ashley. I mean, obviously now I get to work with Ashley again. I mean, I've known Ashley since he was 15. And when they put our characters together back in 2008, our characters were like the female, male versions of each other. They both had so much in common, and they both had the same sort of goal, was to just con people and, you know, just have fun. And I think there was just this huge sexual attraction between the two of them. And that was obviously her coming back to see if that was still there. Because before she married Alistair, Darren tried to stop the wedding because he was in love with Cindy. And then obviously because I was pregnant with my daughter at the time, that was my maternity leave storyline, Lexi. And he then got with Nancy. So that was Cindy, I think, coming back to see where the land lay, and obviously didn't get laid. So. Oh, the bus crash.
Let me come with you.
This is one of my favourite episodes.
Tony, is this the only champagne you've got?
Hey, what are you doing drinking?
I'm not a child.
Well, have you seen your mother anywhere? Cindy.
Just say yes. Just say it now. I'm there. Please. I wish I didn't love you, but...
Look, enough now, yeah? Just stop. Yeah. Just pull up, man.
Maddie, what do you mean? The brakes won't work?
I loved the shot where you just see Leah.
He loves me, he loves me. He loves me, he loves me not.
Look how young Kieran looks.
Why are you coming at
Let's just shut up.
Esther, tell her to stop! Maddie's telling you to slow down. She's telling you to slow down.
Shut up.
He loves me.
Yeah.
Tell her to stop!
He loves me not.
Come on, Leo.
Daddy!
Leo!
Oh, we do a stunt well. That's probably one of my favourite episodes. But not only that, it was the gift that kept giving because they had the explosion and then the car door killing Maddie. Yeah, huge episode. Cindy was with Tony, but then started having an affair with Reese, and Reese was with Jackie. So this was going on behind Tony's back. They fell in love, and they decided Cindy still was going to go through with the wedding with Tony. And it was a double wedding with Steve and Doug. And they built this set, and I think it was in Knowsley. I think it was somewhere in Knowsley. Where they crashed into, they built that especially for this episode. And it was the first time I'd been involved in a stunt, and it was like being on a movie set. It was so different. Yeah, so then obviously from what you've just seen there, we've got married. Tony found out about the affair before he says yes. So he already knew. And then when he sees us, it's like that kind of reaffirming, okay, well, is she going to run away? Is she not? And he doesn't say anything. So and obviously then after the bus crash, Reese dies, but Cindy can't grieve for him because she's there watching it. And then she won Best Actress for that as well. Fuming. I was on the sidelines giving my best, like, I don't know. And I even produced snot, I'm sure. But I couldn't then console, Reese and be upset because then everyone would find out. But when watching the whole stunt being put together, and we won an award for it as well, the Soap Awards, it was like watching Hollyoaks at its best. All the stunts I feel that we've done in the show have just been absolutely incredible. And to be a part of it was just amazing. There's a lot that goes into a stunt, so it doesn't look as seamless as it does when you're watching it. There's a lot of waiting around as well because there's a lot of setups that has to be done. And, I think that the crew have a really hard time with, getting, making the sets and, and it has to go right, when once you driving that bus through, you've got no second chances. What I remember from it though was we had a lot of rain, so the rainfall was coming through. So I remember being in UGG boots and the bottom of my wedding dress being soaked through with water as well. So there was a lot of dealing with that. I just remember it being long. So there was a lot of us just waiting around in trailers until it was our time to do it. So we'd come on in sections and do our bits. So like I said, it looks seamless on there, but there's a lot that goes into it. But I was there when they blew up the car, so we, got to see that in real life. It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing what they can do. I know it's the old saying is that it is like a family on this show. You know, especially you feel like you grow up with certain people, and I definitely feel like I grew up with Nick, because I started on the show when I was 18 years old. He was 21, nearly, you know, almost 22, I think. So you are going through something together as kids, really, because if you think 18, you know, that age now, it's so young, but almost thrown into this adult world. So I just remember it being a lot of fun. As in, we just have fun. You could, I mean, Nick's not the you know, he's very clumsy. So he is the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to working with Nick on set. Honestly, the man can falls over his own feet. But Nick is probably one of the most professional actors that I've ever worked with, as in he knows his stuff, he knows his lines, and you almost feel a little, not nervous, but if you're not quite on it and you're working with Nick Pickard, you'll get a, oh, come on, Steph. You're like, okay, you know, you want to get it right, you want to match, you know, his professionalism. You know, it was really great working with Andy Moss as well on this storyline, and it to be a part of his exit as well. But then he did come back because Cindy hallucinated Reese when Cindy was first diagnosed with bipolar. So there you go.
It's round party, shouldn't have just left.
Well, not with Claire.
I know what this is.
Okay.
That's him. That's Browning.
Oh, this is the three girls killing Browning.
No, I didn't mean any of it. I swear.
This time, I was going to bring you back from the dead.
No! No!
Go on, Cindy.
He's dead, isn't he? He's dead. I've killed him. He's still breathing. We've got to call an ambulance or the police or just do something. Lizzie!
Oh, that was so good. Oh, wow. I've not seen that since it was aired. Yes, that was a real flashback. But it's one of those storylines that I will always come back to and remember, because I think it was the first time Cindy actually had girlfriends, but they bonded over a murder. And Cindy's pregnant there with his baby. So I don't think a lot of the audience won't remember this, especially if you're the new viewers, that Cindy's son, Hilton, is Dr. Browning's child from a one-night stand. So that's, yeah, that was going on in the background there. Yeah, no, I remember that really well, but I loved what came after that they put him in the price-list freezer. And then there was we had a night shoot of we chucked him off a cliff in a car, the three of us, yeah. So, and the car blew up, and yeah, we got away with murder. Yeah. That's when we really bonded, Cindy and Mercedes, and I think we've had that kind of friendship throughout the years on the show. They have a bond there, and I think they'll always be there for each other, but they'll have that little rivalry sometimes where they'll have the little bitch, that's the word I was looking for, to each other, do you know what I mean? There'll be a few lines exchanged, and then sometimes we're like, aren't we supposed to be mates? And I'm like, yeah, but just go with it. Yeah. It's fine. But I like the fact that if they need each other, they'll always, you know, there'll be an ear there, yeah. I love Jen. Jen is one of these people that you meet in life that a secret goes to the grave. It doesn't, you know, she's unapologetically herself in the most fabulous way and has remained so down to earth since day one. With Jen, what you see is what you get. And she has her people, and I love her to bits, yeah. But yeah, hopefully I will get to share the screen properly with her, and we have some good Cindy Mercedes scenes coming up. I would love that, absolutely. Oh, I remember this shoot. Look at Amanda, she's so beautiful. Don't like him very much. Character.
When Damon and Holly asked me to officiate their wedding, I was absolutely delighted. And then we found out that that wasn't strictly legal, so those two on that table there have got the boring bit to do afterwards. So just think of me as the fabulous shopping spree.
Oh, I love
and they're the credit
Scott.
card bill at the end of the month. But what's important is that we're all here today to celebrate the coming together of these two amazing individuals. And Damon, I just want to say that if Mum was here, I'm sure she'd be looking down with pride, as we all are, for two wonderful people.
Stop the wedding.
Do you know, I knew he'd do this. He's such a joker.
Be serious, shut up.
What's happening?
I need to tell you. I slept with your mum.
Ooh. Do you know what? I actually thought that was going to be the one where Dirt died. Yeah, well, I think it was like a one-time thing. What I remember most is after that scene with Cindy and Holly in the hotel room, and Holly's distraught and so is Cindy, and she's just like, I just wanted a mum. I just wanted a mum, and you've never been that to me, do you know what I mean? And then you go and do this, you know, the one time, you know, she's like, the one time you were there for me. But now, and then, yeah, and I really remember that scene really well. I just remember how raw and real it all felt. And I mean, Amanda, like, oh, I miss Amanda so much. She's such an amazing actress and friend. And yeah, just from what I remember that time, I thought, God, where were we shooting that now? Obviously, we were on location and it was lovely and sunny. I don't know. Yeah, it's just such a, yeah. It's just what comes after, I think, was the most devastating part of this. I mean, the reveal of, obviously, Damon, I mean, it's such a Cindy thing to do. That period of my life on the show, I will always remember. I really loved the unit that we had as the Cunningham Savages. It was kind of when Cindy began to soften. So obviously when the Damon thing happened, it was kind of bringing back of some of the old Cindy, you know, that we never lost, but Dirk was her everything, do you know what I mean? The one man that really truly loved her. So I remember the very first Holly was, she's called Caris. She actually got in touch with me like a few years ago. So, do you remember me? And I'm like, absolutely, I remembered you. She used to call me Cindy Mummy. She was only 3. And it was when Cindy lived in a caravan. We used to film on Formby Beach. It's when I went away from the village, and me and her boyfriend Sean were in this caravan, and he wasn't treating her very well. And yeah, so we had little Caris who played Holly then. She was such a good baby. And then obviously there was Lydia Walters, who came back 2008. So she played Holly then. Obviously she was so young, you know, but I think Holly was very much the adult in the relationship at that point. And then Cindy sent her off to Swiss finishing school. And then Wallace appeared, Holly. And I do think they were quite close, but I think that it was really good to see them making Holly her own character when Amanda took over the role, because there was a lot of young ones in the show. So it was good to see not just a relationship with Cindy and Holly, but Holly be not just be an extension of Cindy. She kind of, you know, had the storylines in her own right. She's her own character, her own person. And I do think they became really, really close. And I think especially as Cindy throughout the years softened, because I think in her earlier, not that she didn't want kids, but I don't think she's ever felt good enough, I think, to be a mum. And I think she'd maybe have tried her best, but it's like when she had Alfie off screen, but she gave him up for adoption, obviously off screen. And then Hilton was born out of, you know, from a serial killer and premature as well. So I think that she's kind of wanted to have that maternal instinct and be there for a kid, but I think Holly is the one that I think that she had probably had the most bond with, and obviously her boy as well, you know. But I think she will always be at heart a little bit selfish, if I'm honest. I think it'll always be a little bit, well, okay. What? Oh no, I'm gonna cry. What is this?
Thought it'd be nice to show you what Dad was planning.
What's he done now?
Do you remember how nervous he was for the first dance?
Yeah. I used to say he was like a T-Rex because of the stomp that he did.
He was having dance lessons every week. I'd go with him so he wouldn't forget. I can show you what he learned, if you like.
Okay.
Changed it to something slower. He was going to ask you. Take my hand.
Oh, Gabe.
Just for first.
How do you know this so well?
Dad made me practice with him all the time. I could do this in my sleep. Okay, this next bit, Dad found really tricky. So I'm just going to spin you under my arm like.
Take the wood from your bed frame and we'll build a boat today. Take the sheets from your mattress and they'll help us.
I'm so scared.
You scared?
How am I supposed to live without you?
Hey, come on. I'm here with you.
I miss you so much already.
What'd you miss?
I miss your laugh. I miss waking up with you. I miss your morning fluffy bed. I love you more.
That's impossible.
My paradise, my paradise.
Try not your own.
Thank you. Thank you. This means everything. Everything.
Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna go if I saw Gary. That was a gift. That was a massive gift to get given that. So I've known, I was actually Gary was the first person, I was the first person he met when he came to the show. It was on his audition actually. And I fancied him back then. Jesus Christ. It was just like, oh my God. And I never really worked with him much. But when he was coming back to the show, and Brian Kirkwood pulled me in his office and he told me that they were going to do this storyline with Cindy and Luke and they were going to fall in love, but he was going to be diagnosed with dementia. He was eventually going to be leaving the show via death, and luckily we got 3 years, but it was a 3 years of not only building a friendship. Gary is just one of life's loveliest humans on this planet, and such a gentleman, so kind, and I loved working with Gary. When we were coming close to filming him leaving, I knew that would be, you know, that would be the end of the road for our characters, and you know, actually, you know, seeing him in work every day, and they were just so good together. I think I know after obviously the relationship she had with Dirk, but I feel like the relationship that Cindy had with Luke was, she took care of him when he was poorly. You know, it was very selfless, and it was just really sad to watch, you know, a character like Luke especially to deteriorate, and the fantastic job that Luke did with the storyline, Gary did with the storyline as well. And I know that, you know, with Cindy's bipolar, he did come back to the show a few years ago, and you know, we had You know, some lovely scenes together, even though he wasn't, in the show as Luke properly. But I just miss him. Yeah, it's that was really lovely to watch. That, yeah, very emotional. She's back, baby. Oh, I'm gone.
Spinning around like Carly too. I've been through what you just have.
What's this? Welcome home party?
No, it's a family reunion. Cindy, this is Beth, your niece.
Auntie Cindy, I've heard so much about you.
Bev.
Really?
You haven't told them?
Told us what?
About Switzerland and how we already know each other very well. Very well indeed.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh, it's nice to see that. I just wanted to see how I looked. It's been a couple of years. Yeah, it feels absolutely amazing, especially to be working with Rebecca Ryan and Matt Wolfenden, and obviously all the old crew. I felt like I've been on a cloud since I've been back. I love the fact that Cindy's dialed up again. It's very camp. I love it. The storyline to come is there's going to be a few twists and turns along the way, so I'm very excited for the audience, the fans, to see what's in store. Yeah, I've said this before, but it does feel like coming home. It felt very surreal when my first day back, and I remember walking through the dog car park to go to through reception and stuff, and I just remember looking around and just going, oh, I didn't think I'd be back here again. And I felt quite emotional, to be honest. But I also just felt so happy at the same time. It's felt like old times, but it's like a fresh feel to it. I feel very appreciative. Is that the right word? Appreciative, and humbled, and I just feel happy all the time. Like yeah, I don't know. It's when I get in her costumes, and like I said, the clip that you showed with Darren, and she comes in. It's that very. She has this little thing, the way I get into character with her, the way she stands and the way she speaks something, what she does with her hands, and it's just slipping back into that is just. Yeah, I feel like, oh, she's back, but she's fun, and it feels like old Cindy. Oh, well, I've got a whole new wardrobe. Yeah, well, yeah, so we've got a whole new wardrobe. But again, great. Like I'm loving getting out of my clothes into Cindy's clothes, put it that way. Yeah, and also, like I said, I'm working with Brooke Vincent. Like we're flatmates, and me and Brooke did Dancing on Ice together. So we are old friends, and I love her to bits. She's great. So working with her has been, a real, yeah. I was going to say gift again. I keep saying the gift that keeps on giving at them. Cindy and Beth's relationship, I'd say, is tumultuous. Is the right word. We are not on the best of terms. However, you can tell we're really close. We're close in a way that kind of like sisters would be, or a mother and daughter would be, but on the outside, it can get nasty. It's nasty, yeah, but at the same time, I think there is love underneath that. There's layers. So we're going to be peeling an onion. Well, one spoiler is that I do move back into Cindy's flat, and my flatmate will be Abigail, played by Brooke Vincent. Our characters are completely different, so I think there's going to be a lot of fun to have with that. Obviously, Beth and Cindy have a history from Switzerland, as we've just seen, and that will all get explained as the story unfolds. I don't think there's much else I can say about that. There is another twist down the road, so yeah, I will stay tuned for that.
We're going to play a game called Ship It or Skip It. Ben Davies.
Skip.
Tony Hutchinson.
Ship.
Reese Ashworth.
Ship.
Darren Osborne.
Ship.
Alistair Longford.
Skip.
Dr. Browning.
Skip.
Dirk Savage.
Ship.
Luke Morgan.
Ship.
Dave Williams.
Skip. It is so great to be back, and thank you for watching. Now, who would you like to see react to more Hollyoaks scenes? Let me know in the comments. And remember to subscribe to keep up to date with all things Hollyoaks. See you later.